Who all subscribed to the Spider Mommy ordeal? I think it was
So
Dewdrop,
that's
Reagan.
how we are starting our stream today. So, hello everyone. As you can
Oh, we're here.
see, everyone is still a big fan of
Let me
Spider
see
Mommy
Spider
Wolf.
Mommy in the chat.
do not put that in the chat. Anyway, sorry for our slightly late start here, but we are here and we are ready to go. We will do a briefer version of our intro today, so we just have everyone go around and tell you who they're playing, and then we'll dive right back into the adventure, and we'll start with Dewdrop.
Hey everyone, my name is Glyza. I go by they, he, or she. Yes, in that order. I am here today to play Dewdrop the Genasi, who also has a thing for Lolth and has apparently gotten her attention. And Dewdrop does not regret that one bit, neither does me, Glyza.
All
That's
right,
me. Hello.
next up, Sir Monolith.
Yep, I'm Sir Monolith, playing Axel Foley Moon Whisper. Gonna see if I can pin cushion anything today before Ree has a chance to roll dice.
That one shot kill.
Next up, Kira.
Hi, I'm Kira858, and I play Aspen, the half dragon who is trying to figure out what in the blue hell is going on here. And that's me.
All right, next up, Small Shadow Snack.
Hi, I'm Ari. I am playing Layla, who is seriously considering faking her death and creating a new identity. We'll see how that goes.
And last but certainly not least, Ursarinker.
What's up, y'all? I'm Ursa Ringer. I'll be playing Reagan Peril, the Paladin, who is very tired and contemplating the meaning of worship, life, and death in that order.
All right. The mood is clearly very high today. But as we rejoin our party, we find them about 10 hours after their run-in with Vecna. You will have gained the benefit of a long rest, and the citizens of your burgeoning... I'm not sure if it would be considered a town at this point or not, but you're right around there in population. Have begun to murmur to themselves about just what happened yesterday.
Well, they saw that?
It was very visible. But my question for the five of you is what would you like to do today?
Gotta check on Lady Pila for Reagan, so that's Reagan's boat.
Okay. Anyone else?
Aspen is going to actually go after Layla, but I'll do that afterwards. After the Reagan one.
Okay. All right. Then, as Reagan, you make your way back towards Lady Pila's quarters. You find that she is still in her revelation form. Her body is a very clear divide between both infernal and celestial influences, though now you can see there are black and red marks spread across her body that resemble chains of a type. They don't seem to be, or closer to burn marks than tattoos. And you can see the shine that had been in the two sides of her wings has dimmed considerably.
How do you medically assess a deity? Good grief. I guess Reagan will try religion or medicine just to see if he can make sense of this.
You can make the check with either one.
He probably lean more toward religion because he sees this as definitely religious significance.
All right.
Come here. Do not hide from me, Skill. There you are. Okay, roll 20 any day now. Oh, 24.
Yeah,
Sweet.
24. Okay. It is difficult to know for sure, but based on both what Vecna had been saying, you think that the spark that would make a being divine was briefly being removed from her. You do not know if this state is permanent, if this weakness is permanent or not, but you can tell that it is almost as if the very thing that is keeping her alive has been drained.
Reagan will pray because he believes praying helps.
Okay. You take the time to say a prayer. As you finish, Lady Pila does look at you, and you can see in her eyes there is just exhaustion. A tired that is deeper than just a physical element. You've seen it rarely amongst people who have been almost mentally and spiritually not quite broken, but close. Is there something I can do for you, Mr. Perro?
It's more what I can do for you, my lady. I seem to have failed you again. I have a premonition to go on, but if there's anything I can do to help you in the here and now, don't hesitate to tell me.
I thank you for your concern, but for now I think it would be best for me to rest. I am having a hard time recovering in full.
Of course, Lady Pila. Please call upon me if you require me.
Same for you and your friends.
As far as an expression on Reagan's face, he looks very guilty. And a little mournful, but he'll back out of the room.
Okay. While Reagan is doing that, well, what are Aspen and Layla up to?
So Aspen would, I guess, head over to where Layla's room is and knock on the door about 4 times. In rhythmical sessions, to kind of give an expression of who he is. Are you in there?
What time in the day is it?
I would say it's probably 10-ish in the morning.
There's the sound of a shoe hitting the door.
I guess that means a yes. Is it all right if I come in?
It's so early.
Oh, if you say so. The sun's been out for a while.
The sound of like something hitting the floor as she's rolled herself out of bed to try and go open the door, just enough that she can see fully who it is.
Surprise.
Did you bring breakfast?
A little bit.
You may enter. She's got her blanket around her as she's troubling right back to bed.
And as Aspen makes his way inside the room, he does have 2 cups of coffee. Brings aside because he remembers that she loves coffee. When he sees the arms come up and the fingers grabbing towards us, it's like a praying mantis. Okay, here you go.
2 of them plus mage hand, just like giving coffee.
He would slide over the coffee and then lean against the wall with a very, very curious eye set. He looks over at Layla. Does she have any remnants of when she transformed from before, or has she completely changed back to normal?
She looks a little, just like her hair is a little frizzy because again she did get zapped by lightning and is still like a little. Her hair is a little curlier than usual. She looks normal, very tired and sleepy, with her little cup of coffee in her hands.
When Aspen sees the frizziness of the curls, he gives a small sip, brings up his finger almost like it's a gun, points it at her hair and casts prestidigitation to to iron out some of the frizz a bit.
Thank you.
Of course. So I've noticed there's a few things about both of us that we've been keeping a secret. Well, I myself did not know. I noticed I changed suddenly when I saw primarily you, but also Reagan in danger. And suddenly I changed. And now, on the same day, while we were trying to save Pila, you changed into something very different from what I expected from you. Are you on a path as well to become something different?
Oh God, no. No, not at all.
Not at all. So that wasn't something you were attempting to obtain or goal to try to reach?
No.
What was that?
I don't want to say. Another sip of coffee.
Interesting. Okay. So it's not a positive outlook. If you're not wanting to share it, it sounds like it's not something.
It's my mom, okay? Look, we all have family problems. I asked her for help. She was being smart about it. And you know what? I may have to find my death now that she knows where I am. And, you know, that's a very obvious thing I am willing to do to get away from that crazy lady.
So your mom decided to inhabit your body in order to help us out.
Well, so you remember when we went into like the mysterious little cave and we each got like something?
Mm-hmm.
I got a phone home real quick card, and I figured if we were dealing with someone who is extraterrestrial, we bring in someone who's also extraterrestrial to handle the situation. Didn't go how I was planning it to go. You know, she might want me back downstairs for a blood war, and I'm not about that. I do not have the face to be on any line of a war between whichever archdevil, archdemon, arch whatever is having an epic pissing match. I'm not about it.
Well, that's a turn I did not expect. Originally, I'll be honest, when I first came inside, I was thinking we were actually more on the same page. Someone who both is progressing to a certain goal. Because you know what I'm attempting to achieve. But yours
Yes, I
is
know.
entirely different.
No. Do you even know who my mom is?
Is she fiendish or is she demon?
She's fiendish.
Then I might, because Gold Dragons, based upon the book, when we fight against a fiend, we deal radiant damage. What would I have to roll to be able to determine like who she is?
We can roll religion, we'll say.
Religion. Oh, we start off strong. We got a beautiful 19. So that would be 22.
I would say what Ari, what would Aspen know? What would he have heard?
Dang, you fostered this on me. That her mother is definitely an archdevil, and is overseeing the fourth circle.
For one of the few times, even behind his mask, you can see Aspen's eyes widen when he comes across that realization. He takes a few steps forward. He says, "Is it right if I take a seat on the bed?"
I'm just letting you know, under this sheet, I am not wearing anything.
Is that an invitation or something else?
That is a maybe people would get the wrong impression if you sat down.
Hey, that's their fault. That's not mine.
Oh, you can sit down.
All right.
She'll take one of her pillows and use it kind of as like a little barrier between the two of them while she's sipping her coffee.
So as who would take a seat and look towards her, it says, "So listen. Now I'll make it the two pieces together. I now understand the concern why you wanted to keep this a secret. I'll be honest. If I'll just say a few things. I definitely find you very curious, very interesting. But if my mother's was to find out who your mother is, safe to say they may not wish for me to talk to you."
You know, we'll just tell him my mom is dead and my dad's a fisherman. Because technically he is. That's how he got his little pact with her. Was because he wanted to outdo his rival. He's still very much alive. Well, I think he's still very much alive. He should be still very much alive.
You do know that gold dragons are extremely insightful, right? I know you have the gift of gab. We have seen it. But gold dragons, they normally are able to dive into the truth. So you're going to have an uphill battle on your hands if you ever come across my family.
I am really good at lying.
Well, I've seen. I have seen the best of them, clearly. So for one, thank you for sharing this with me. I do appreciate it. And we will
Number
make
two,
sure.
number two, we are not discussing my mother again. I feel like if we say her name too much, she's going to appear. And I don't want that.
Is that a particular skill that she has?
I don't know.
We're just saying mother, like she does that. We're not calling her name.
They're like listening intently. You know how sneaky they can be.
As someone who has definitely dealt with his fair share of fiends, I understand. Okay. Well, we will definitely make sure you do not have to worry about faking your death in order to avoid all this. Though, to be fair, with everything that's coming up in the future, that war may be thrusted upon us no matter what option we have.
You know, long as we keep all the gates to the nine ring hells closed, I think it will stay in its own bubble. Let Asmodeus have his big old fight downstairs. I don't want any part of that. I've got songs to write. Oh crap, I forgot to write that song for Regan and Dewdrop.
As this Burks, he fully does not believe that statement. He knows with Pila involved, he's like, oh, that war is coming our way in 2.5 days. But, to give her peace of mind, Asimo will say no further statements regarding that. It says, well, if things do change, or you need some help standing up to her, you always have me at your side, so.
I appreciate that.
Of course.
Also, just in case Dewdrop has gotten really close to a certain spidery deity, maybe we could just have it be mighty figure on mighty figure having a blowout, and we can just leave.
Ooh. Well, I mean, the fact that she refers to her as Spider Mommy, I think she's going to take a nice up close and personal endeavor in that battle. Just a hypothesis.
It's a hypothesis.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you gotta go so I can get dressed.
Of course. Do I have to though?
Yes.
Okay.
Here's the empty coffee cup. Take it with you.
He uses his mage hand to just lift the cup up, like the cup literally is on like the mage hand's index finger. It says, "I'll be back for a second cup." It leaves.
While these conversations are taking place, Dewdrop and Axel, what are you two up to this morning?
Sorry,
Dewdrop enters Layla's room right after Aspen leaves. And it's sort of like this isn't the first time that Dewdrop has entered Layla's room without any warning, just walks in and just sort of like flops on the bed. And like, like one of those girls with their legs just sort of like twirling around and and goes, "So, you saw your mom?"
What? Talking about my mom?
Cuz I like your mom.
My mom's dying.
I mean, does that surprise you that I like your mom?
Oh, don't let her sign. Let you sign anything. Do not sign anything she offers.
I mean, sure. I'm sure I won't. But how are you? How are you feeling?
Dewdrop, I'm seriously thinking about just faking my death and disappearing off into the ether again.
I mean, I could go with you.
Okay, we're not going to Minnesota or we're not going downstairs because
I mean, I'm sure there's like other places that we can go.
my dad has a really nice fishing boat, and I think if we can go back home and steal it, we could have epic adventures with a cook that actually cooks on and off the boat.
On and off the boat. I think so. And maybe we can even go like Canada.
I have heard their maple syrup is really good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. It's really near Minnesota, so I have some connections to get to Canada, but we if that's something you're interested, like running away, whatever, as long as I can come with you, I can help. Though, I don't think I should leave Regan alone to run the church. I might have to convince Regan to come with us to Canada.
We take the church on the road via boat.
Yes, we could. I can explain it to Regan as like a mission trip. I think that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited. That'll be only if everything like upends and goes sideways.
And while we're talking, I'm actually choosing clothes for Layla to wear, and just like, what do you think? Do you want to wear this one? What about this one?
Yes.
Okay, and then I just hand it over. I turn around and wait for Layla to change, and like we're still doing the conversation. I think we should check out Regan. I don't think he's feeling very well. Like I feel like he's a little, sad about what happened. I feel like he needs. Yeah, go ahead.
Also, we probably should talk to Axel because he did shoot me in the chest with a bolt, and I am still rather upset about that.
I don't know if he did that on purpose.
Allegedly.
I don't know if he did that on purpose. I think it was like
we need to tell him to be in center of himself.
Yeah.
I think
I have an idea. We could introduce him to meditation. Yeah, centering himself, finding the nameless God inside him.
And maybe if he's shooting at somebody he knows, he can just like go a little bit farther to the missing side, like close but not exactly.
Yeah. We should talk to both of them. Yeah. Just sort of like sit down.
We really should check in on Regan first, because I think everything with Lady Pila is probably weighing heavily on his mind.
Yeah.
Also, we need to go see some sea dragon at some point.
Yeah. Also, do you think we should go down to the Underdark again and look for that pyramid? I feel like
the gods have never let us forget that we didn't touch the pyramid, so I think we really should also go try and find that pyramid.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like we should defy the gods and find that underground pyramid. The upside down one. All right, well, I'm going to go while you finish up here, and I'll meet you later before we go to Regan, okay?
Okay.
All right. See ya. Also, say hi to your mom.
No, we're not. No.
Tell her
Dude.
Dewdrop sends her regards.
Dewdrop, you do know she wants me back downstairs to fight in an ever
I'll
ongoing.
fight for her.
No, 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 no,
No,
no,
no, no, no, no.
no, no, no. She has a butt ton of kids.
Okay.
She can
Well,
throw
if she
some of.
ever wants some water stuff, I'm here. You know.
Maybe
Yeah.
we'll throw the water at. It's a possibility.
Look, I get it. You don't want your friend dating your mom. I'm just saying. I'm here.
No. See, I'm not worried about you dating my mom. Because my mom has had many people in her life. I'm
Yeah, I
more
bet she
worried
does.
about
She's bored.
you.
Eh, it's probably gonna be worth it.
You know, probably, but also, it really hurts devil of everybody in the world. You've got a goddess in your pocket. Like, at least that is
I wouldn't
safe.
call her in my pocket just yet. I feel like she knows I exist, which is great. But we'll see. I'll have to talk to her just to see how she feels about having like multiple, you know, if I can serve like multiple people. I'll have to check that with her. Especially since I can't give up the nameless gods. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we can't get them up.
Exactly. I can't. I've worked way too hard on this. And Regan's gonna be lost without me, obviously. So we gotta, yeah. Anyway, I'll see you later. And then just
Okay.
like Dewdrop sort of like waves and walks away. That's what Dewdrop does in the morning. Ree, if you were wondering, that's what I did.
Okay. And Axel, last but not least, what are you up to this morning?
I mean, after all that activity, I don't even know if Axel would have time to do anything else. Oh, wait, this is happening simultaneously. I forgot. Yeah, I mean, I would say probably after the last little expedition uncovered some interesting stuff in the woods, Axel may go out again looking for trouble or further investigate, see if there's any other strange creatures he can find out there.
Okay. Roll me a D100.
Let's see here. What is in the wonderful? It's 54.
Okay. You gather a group of people to go with you. And as you patrol through the forest, it seems peaceful.
Okay.
Nothing of note.
Uneventful day. Not every workday can be exciting.
Peace is its own reward. So we'll say it'll take 30 minutes in total to kind of do a quick patrol through the area. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Well, if he didn't find any trouble out there, he would probably try to spend some time with the junior rangers and helping them work on their, like, I don't know, aim, their bow skills, so that they can hopefully be more useful in the future.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check, we'll say, to see how good your instruction is for a small group of rangers.
Got a 19.
19. You spend some time going over the basics of stringing both a bow and a crossbow, and most of the people who are working for you are not especially talented. They aren't necessarily bad, but they aren't especially talented. But there is a young dwarf. I don't know if you guys heard that in the background. But there is a young dwarf man, maybe in his early 20s, you think. He barely has the beginnings of his beard, who's showing particularly good talent wielding two bows at the same time. And as you kind of spend extra time going over different things with him, roll me a insight check.
Okay.
Insight is a thing.
Here, let's see. 9. Terrible.
You aren't sure what it is, but there is something odd about him. Seems to have a connection to nature that is somewhat similar, that feels somewhat similar to dewdrops, though still distinctly different. You aren't sure why, but you have we'll say a feeling that it will be beneficial to continue teaching this person.
Okay. Well, you, sir, are my new favorite underling.
Really?
All right, I'll do my part, of course. I won't know what you mean by underling specifically, but I will do what I can.
Oh, nothing bad. I hope you understand. Just in that, you are working here under me and the rest of us, and I hope, or I have a good feeling that you are going to be successful in growing and being a valuable asset to the team here.
Well, that means an awful lot to me. I am very thankful for your kind words. The missus will be thrilled to hear that as well. There have been a few questions about recent events. I'm not sure if you would want more assistance with those things.
Oh, well, I mean, yes, any assistance you can provide would be more than welcome.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. I'm a very persuasive. And by very persuasive, I mean I hope I roll high. I rolled 12.
Why, of course, I am willing to do my part, but there are some things that are a bit, as the humans say, beyond me. I will, of course, help with the hunting and the food, but I've heard that there was a deity on the island. I mean, it is outrageous, but I would not want to be on the wrong side of such issues if they were to turn out to be accurate.
Well, you know how people talk. I wouldn't worry myself too much about that, but I do understand the trepidation about the unknown. So it's okay. We will, I'm sure we will find plenty of uses for you in the future.
You was very kind. So, if you will permit me, I will return home. There are still quite a lot of skinning to do for later supper.
Oh, absolutely, yes. Go ahead. Take care of yourself.
And he walks away.
That's it, I guess.
All right. So we will say, in the interest of gathering together, the five of you do find time to come together in your meeting room. The beginnings of a proper war table laid out in front of you. Is there anything that the five of you wish to discuss together?
I remember why the place was used to have a war table established. So at least I know the war table itself should be completed.
Yes, at the moment it is a table, but it's the equivalent of playing a video game with the Fog of War on, and you've only discovered one section.
The war.
So
As long as it looks like King Arthur and the Knights of Justice, I'm good.
no one in the audience knows what that is.
No. You look it up on YouTube. Check it up the cartoon. But yeah, so Aspen will look at the others and say, So it seems our little endeavor that took place yesterday had a bit of a viewership. It looks like so we may have to come up with what we will need to say to the people regarding what happened yesterday. I'm not opposed to telling the truth, so letting our people know that a deity of sorts has decided to make its presence known here may cause a little bit of effort. So I'm open to suggestions.
Reagan is silent.
Well, I don't think we should tell them the whole truth because that might cause some panic.
But what should we share?
Something came up and we defeated it. We kept the town safe.
Short, sweet, accurate.
Very well. We could definitely work on that. I'm assuming we have who would be like, our versions of like the paper boy, like extra, read all about it,
You all would have people that can act as town criers. That is
Yes.
something you could afford to give a few coins or some such to send a particular message.
Yes. So we would like to do that. How much would that cost to make sure we kind of ease the people's concerns?
I would say
You don't need
5
a fridge.
coppers. You could
That's
do it
not
with
bad at
5
all.
coppers.
Oh yeah, Nyquin is sitting on Reagan's shoulder.
Ooh.
His owl.
It was Al got to there.
Mm.
5 copies.
Okay.
So that's
So, you all are telling not quite the truth, but you are not quite lying. However, your statement is also potentially not addressing any of the main source, the main points of interest. So I will say you can make a straight persuasion roll. One of you.
Should I make this persuasion roll?
I trust
Your
you.
bardic,
Yes.
your bardic abilities do not apply for this roll, Layla, because you are not the one saying them. Another person is. So you have to
Oh.
roll with just your charisma attribute, unfortunately.
Oh, just my
Unless
charisma.
Layla would like to go and be the crier herself, in which case then all of her abilities would apply.
We'll do that. We know there was some stuff going on, guys. It's okay. It was a monster that decided to attack. We took care of it. Everything is safe. He is not coming back. Do not
Okay.
worry. At all.
You can make the roll.
That's a 28.
Yo, this country is
Okay.
wild.
It'll
Yeah, the best country on earth, I'm telling you now.
it'll take you the better part
Wait a
of
year old. There's so
the
many
next-
cover-ups.
It'll take you it'll take you the better part of about 2 hours to fully go through and reassure everyone. People have questions and the like. But you are able to take care of it, and you think, at least for the time being, the situation has been suppressed, we'll say.
Well, thank you, Layla. It's a pleasure to see you at work as always. It seems like everything has been quenched.
I did my best.
We knew it was going to be enough. Well then, now that leads on to some remaining tasks. I believe we had the ordeal of venturing to see the underwater dragon. There was also the possibility of traveling back into the Underdark. See if we could be able to locate some of the items we missed in our last endeavor. And of course, there was the possibility of pursuing Hila's ring, which we would need the ability to transport to a separate plane in order to do so. Any recommendations or interests you'd like to head to first?
I say we work close to home, deal with Jarda first, and then go elsewhere. You know, keep the kingdom safe while we're away.
That sounds like a fantastic plan.
Do we have a gift prepared?
I'm assuming we would, right? Or have something we can configure or work towards?
I would say you all could have had something arranged in advance, but you would need to pay an equivalent gold cost for it, depending on how valuable you want this thing to be.
Okay, that's not a problem.
It is depending on how much gold we talking. Like, we ain't got a million.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, we're not that rich. So they're a celestial dragon. No, they were not celestial dragon. What did we give them last time? Can't remember.
I believe it was a carcass of like a dead whale or something.
A carcass of a dead
Yeah, it was
whale.
like something like that.
And we like defeated. It was I think it was a monster. We defeated.
Monstrosity. Yeah.
Yeah, we're like, here, have this lovely dead thing.
It's certainly unique. Ain't nothing else like it.
The last time you spoke with Jarda, you gave him something you found amongst the ruins of the ship you explored. It was not the power cell, but it was a valuable set of gems inside of a treasure chest. You did also encounter a demonic sea creature that Jarda took from you as well.
So we
It
could
was
do
a
something.
monstrosity because remember we tried to sense it and he was like, "Nah, it's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Yes,
monstrosity."
a fish. And in the D&D books, it was a monstrosity. Demonic is a descriptor in this case. It is not.
Okay.
Seize
I
the
remember
I was
line.
about to say you robbed me with
It
my
was an
divine
evil. It was an evil-looking underwater aquatic creature.
So in this case, we could provide them with the lion that was a monstrosity, that because we still have that carcass, and well as some more gems. How much money? How much was the previous thing worth? Like, would like a 200 gold? 200 gold be good?
It was closer to 500. You all didn't know that at the
Closer.
time, but it was closer to 500.
Okay. So yeah, so we'll bring maybe that carcass in, and then 500 gold.
Okay.
All right. I'll chip
take
in
care of
100.
that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a team effort. Like we chip in a little bit, man. Like I ain't as rich as our resident dragon, but like we got something.
All right. Cool.
Sound like freaking Denzel Washington.
I,
what's up?
I could chip in 100 gold.
How much gold do we need altogether?
500.
How much gold do we have?
Dewdrop
all of
has
it.
most of my money.
You will have a massive amount of gold.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think we have a bunch of money.
We have quite a bit. It's nice.
What level are we at right now?
13.
Liza.
We're 13.
What are levels anyway, you know?
I'm actually at level 13. I'm not actually at level 12 and leveling up right now. That's not what I'm doing.
Not the slightest.
Alright, so as you all are calculating how to spend the mountains of wealth you all have, is there anything you wish to do before you set out to see Jarda?
I guess we will probably ask. I'm pretty sure we could get some water-breathing cast on us, so therefore we can make sure we can breathe underwater for 24 hours.
I think your druid has the ability to cast water breathing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And you can ritual cast it as well. So if you just spend 10 minutes, it doesn't cost you a resource.
You can take the time to have water breathing prepared and casted on you all, so that way you do not need
Yippee.
to drown today.
Is there
Why not?
something
Drowning
Then
warm?
you do drop.
Is it
Well,
something
drowning
warm
is
Reagan
fun.
can wear?
I mean,
Warm-
I can swim. It's fine. But I guess I could do that.
Thank you.
As for something warm, I don't believe there's an equivalent to like a wetsuit in D&D.
Last
I
time
don't
you had
think
me
so.
taking cold damage, dog. I ain't forgot. I need something. You be trying to kill me.
You could give yourself fire resistance if any of your companions have any such spells.
Fire.
But I do not believe you have, or cold resistance, I guess, if you're worried about cold damage.
Yeah. I mean, Reagan can just chill on the boat while y'all go deep, but Reagan does not have something against the cold.
I think I have something that can protect from it. I just need to, add it to my list of stuff.
Yeah, just stay next to Layla and I. I mean, we both got immunity to fire, so I'm assuming we can give off some type of heat.
That's how it works. I don't know if that's how it works.
That's how that works at all.
That seems legit.
Those-
Look here.
Hot-blooded, you know what I mean?
Look here,
We
Regan.
got lava in the veins.
If I can just hop on your back this entire swim down, I can help keep you warm.
Yeah, right? It's like Snuggles. Snuggles, like if you know.
We will say that since three members of your parties are druids and rangers, it is not impossible for you to scrunch up protections against the weather as level 13 characters. You do not need to worry about cold outside of being attacked by something.
All right. I'm just saying, like, don't say such things and then turn around and be like, now you're taking cold damage, dog. It's passive. You can't swim away fast enough. It's over. I don't know why you even went in the water a second time, dog. I don't know why you did it. You took cold damage last time, and you didn't account for it this time, dog. I'm sorry, you died. Like,
This is what we will do in an effort to avoid an hour-long traveling montage. We will
Basket clip.
skip
Basket clip.
forward. We will skip forward to the point where you all have arrived at Jarda's lair. The section of ocean that you enter is surrounded by a whirlpool. The water you can see is almost not quite ripping itself apart, but I would say, Aspen, roll me a history check.
Okay. Inside the box. Okay, nice. 19.
With a 19, you remember hearing about this before. You don't remember the details in their entirety, but you gather something important is either happening or has happened that has led to this whirlpool, these typhoons appearing in front of you. Is there anything you all wish to do before you attempt to enter Jarda's lair?
switching to medium armor mode.
Wait,
And-
what episode was this again? My bad. We're gonna put this in the one note.
This one's
I don't
4.
even remember that episode. Okay.
Episode 4. And he said it was what took place again? It was like a special event that caused the whirlpool.
Yes, from what you remember, from what you've been told, the dragon would not interact or not control their lair to this extent in this way without either something important happening or some sort of threat or something like that.
Unless there was some sort of threat or something important. Oh, okay. Then in that case, they will look towards the others and say, This may be a defense mechanism. You may should be on guard in case something is coming after Jardim. And yeah, I guess I wouldn't. My new spell, so I wouldn't do anything in preparation.
One ritual cast detect evil and good.
Ooh, good idea. Yeah, let me go ahead and do
Oh
my
wait, never
primeval
mind.
awareness.
It can't be ritual casted. I have to spend the clip on it. No. Okay.
I'll do a primeval awareness. Give my this is just 1 mile. I'm now in the forest, so I don't get the full 5 miles. So, but it's, due to your buff, thank you again for buffing it. I get everything except for monstrosity, which we seem to be running into across regularly. But okay.
Aspen, roll me a d20 and add your proficiency modifier and your charisma modifier to it. So basically, roll me a spell casting check.
Okay. Nice. 12. Let's see. Synthetic 20.
As you attempt to tap into nature, the world around you, you feel your senses pass through the water, and you feel what you assume to be Jarda's presence. Then you encounter something else. And the moment your senses make contact with it, that portion of your sense, that portion of your connection to nature, goes away.
Am I able to detect what it was before it goes away? Like what type of creature it was?
No.
Aspen will look towards the others and say, well, there's something here besides Jarda, at least within a 1 mile distance. It's on the radar, so it's not monstrosity based. But I wasn't able to penetrate exactly what it was and see if it disappeared once when they approach it. This may be what is causing the defense mechanism of Jarda. So, yeah, we definitely should be cautious, at least within 1 mile from here. There is something that most likely dangerous.
How should we go about this?
Well, we'll approach Jarda, of course, wanting to help with assistance, of course, and perhaps rid the ocean or whatever may be plaguing them. Wait, what was Jarda's pronouns? Was it she, he, or they?
He did not tell you,
Okay.
but you've so far seen and heard him respond to he, primarily.
He. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Important.
Yeah, important. Okay.
Do we have the gift ready?
Yes. The massive lion and the 500 gold gem. 500 gold gems.
All right. Well, Reagan's ready to go under.
Yep. Same here.
All right. As you descend into the waters, you approach the maw of this typhoon, and just as you would expect to feel the tearing power of the ocean, you feel the water separate, almost as if it is accepting you, urging you forward. You all feel a sense of revitalization, almost like receiving a boon from the water around you. And you all have gained a swimming speed.
Thank you. I'm gonna need it.
As
Nice.
your swimming speed is equal to your base movement speed. Except for you, Dewdrop. Yours has doubled because you already had a movement. You already had a swim speed. As you enter Jarda's domain, you've seen Jarda before. However, then he was in a smaller form, a less majestic form. Now he has assumed his full size. over 30 feet long, a eel serpentine-like creature, almost as aquamarine as the water around you. You can feel the majestic awe and terror of a dragon, which only makes the second person more curious. Can I have all of you make either a history check or religion check?
Is it dragon base? Can I get advantage
Yes.
of those? Yay!
Yes.
Okay.
Straight religion,
Sorry,
man.
sorry. I should ask, like, of course, that was my bad part with the last one too. But I got advantage of that one.
I got a 4 for history.
Nice.
Cool. Layla does not
That's
know.
Another.
Layla's like,
actually,
oh my
no.
god, he's gotten bigger.
I got a 10 for religion.
Axel also does not know.
Reagan also got a 10 in religion.
Give me one moment.
You all know
20,
nothing.
24 for history.
My character sheet is loading. Give me like 2 seconds. But I did roll a 19 on the die. I don't know what my.
Is that?
It's still loading. But yeah, I hope it's probably a +1 or 2. But I did roll 19 on the die.
While it is loading, I will continue with the description. The 5 of you see a woman sitting on a large stone. This woman is one of the most beautiful people you have ever seen. Her skin is a deep black, almost the color of obsidian or ebony. Throughout her skin are cracks that look like they're filled with pulsing fire, as if her entire body is a barely contained volcano. The top part of her head is shaved on the right side, while dark black braids fall down the left. And as you all enter, she turns, looks at you, and you all can see in her eyes a power that is foreign and intoxicating. It's almost like you are watching both the beginning and the end of existence. And then it's gone.
Oh wait, come back.
But she's
Dewdrop
not there
says
anymore?
no.
The feeling is gone. The woman is
Oh,
still
gotcha.
there.
I thought she was gone. I was like, no, wait,
Yeah,
come
I'm
back.
like, what?
Your friend. And possibly more, but definitely your friend.
Oh, we're going to have to fix the... Oh, okay, the ad is about to start. Alright, we're good.
Control yourself, Dewdrop.
As you enter, Jarda
Amber.
looks at you, and in a voice that seems to feel as if it's coming from the very waves around you, you have arrived. I hope your recent encounters have not been too taxing.
It is not. It's a pleasure to see you again. We brought gifts of a similar variety as before. Aspen will step forward with the massive lion carcass that was filled with black veins, as well as a gem of a similar price point make. So this is for you.
Your tribute has been accepted.
Thank you. And may I ask, who is your friend?
As you say that, the woman looks at you, and for a moment, you feel as if she has seen everything about you, almost as if her vision has laid bare both past and present, all that has been and all that will be. My name is not important for the moment. I have
sorry.
come to set you and your friends on a course of action. Please make yourselves comfortable.
Yeah, Reagan's definitely divine sensing at this point.
As you tap into your senses, your connection to the divine, what you see, what you feel is overwhelming. You've encountered Vecna's avatar, but this is different entirely. It is almost like you are staring into the sun, and you realize you are looking at a divinity.
Not again. Reagan's definitely taken aback.
Do you have a name? And if so, do you need one? Like, if you don't have one, do you want one? I can give you a name.
What's your name, girl? What's your sign?
Pretty much.
Reagan is too overwhelmed. His senses are too overwhelmed to communicate.
You are as amusing as I had thought you'd be, but
I aim to please and to make you laugh.
I'm afraid that this is not an opportunity for pleasantries. The barriers between the world is...
Will there be an opportunity in the future? I will gladly lay down my life to help you.
Perhaps.
Cool.
Coming off a little desperate there, Dewdrop.
What?
Seen me with Spider Mommy? This is just how Dewdrop is.
Right? Like Dewdrop collects deities like Pokemon. I was like,
I'm coming to warn you all that the barrier between our worlds is weakening. And you all are not yet ready to face what is to come.
Of course we don't know Debbie. Reagan is having trouble seeing and hearing.
Dewdrop will hold Reagan's hands and sort of like whisper, what's happening. Hey Regan, it's okay. Just pay attention to my voice. There's a really hot deity over here, and she's telling us that we're not ready for what's coming. But you know what else is not ready for what's coming? Anyway, we'll continue that joke later, but that's what's happening right now.
We are not worthy. We are not worthy.
I don't know what you said, Dewdrop, but this goddess is like the sun. It is dangerous to gaze upon her.
Look into my eyes instead.
Where?
Right here. And then Dewdrop grabs Regan's head and sort of like turns him around and look at my eyes.
Look into my eyes.
Look into it.
Look at me, Reagan.
I'll make a wisdom saving throw for this. Let's see if he gets it. 29, yeah.
ooh.
I wasted that good roll. I'm gonna regret this.
Are you all right?
Yes, I believe so. My apologies. I was overwhelmed by your presence.
Knowledge is a dangerous thing, young paladin.
Yeah, that's why I don't think much, with all due respect.
As I was saying, I have come to offer you all a quest that might make you more prepared for what is to come. There are artifacts spread throughout this world, gifts created by my siblings and I, as well as mortals. I would recommend you begin gathering them For you, young dragonling, I would recommend going after a few of them. I am told that there is a unique gift at the end of that road if you can manage it. One you've been after for a very, very long time.
A cook that cooks on land. Sorry, this is for the people, not from beautiful deity god over here. I would never I would never disrespect her.
Aspen eyes widen upon that revelation. Just the fact that something that really the only person who originally knows about this is Layla and his family will be aware. So he nods, realizing that there may be more that people may know about his eventual quest of achieving that role to dragondom. Thank you. We will. Do you know where these items may be located?
I do. The first of which is a bow that was made by the goddess of change. It's currently in the possession of a rather vain storm giant. But I do not believe that is the one that is most of interest to you, young dragonling. I have been told that there is a person close to you that will need assistance soon. So I will offer you a choice. I could show you where these items are, or I can show you where she is.
No hesitation, Aspen looks up where she is.
Very good. And you see as she holds out her hand, a crimson flame forms. And you see, you'd expect for this fire to be extinguished by the ocean around you, but it's almost as if the two exist in different places. The fire grows, a beautiful crimson color, and then you all begin to see an image of a woman in a desperate fight, axe raised as she is fighting off a legion of undead creatures. Many of them are monsters you have never encountered. Some are small, barely bigger than a fist, while others are the size of buildings. You see, she is calling upon magics that you did not know your sister possessed, Aspen. But it is clear to all of you that she is losing.
Is this now? Where is this at? Where is this taking place?
It is happening, or rather will happen soon. Your sister is rather resourceful. So is the rest of your family. It is taking place in an underground city, or what used to be a city, devoted to a being you all have encountered recently.
Vecna?
It's the very same.
That was way too easy.
But it is not Vecna that is threatening her at the moment. And the flame shifts. And Aspen, you see something you've heard about, but never actually encountered. You see a dragon. Only its form is wrong. Its bones are broken at odd angles, Its wings are desiccated, and you see appendages stretching down from its face. And you recognize, well, actually, roll me a history check. See if you've ever, to see how much you remember about this creature.
This is dragon related, right?
It is dragon related.
Perfect. Advantage. Okay. Okay. So that'd be a 17.
It looks to you like the stories of the corrupted dragon, specifically one that has been taken over by a being called an elder brain.
There's a little bit of flame that kind of like unconsciously jettisons out of his mouth in a bit of anger after seeing this. This is not right. This should not be. I thank you. This is underground. We would definitely attempt to investigate and make sure that my sister comes out safe. But the others, he looks to the others. The others, of course, have their own endeavors. That he will take a step back to ask, for them to ask about their particular items.
Who's next?
Why is
I guess
Layla
Reagan's
looking like
going.
that? Well, Layla's like, I don't want no piece of this. Who invited her to the cookout?
Layla's like, it's gonna be something to do with my mom. I don't want to. I don't want to know.
Her limited edition handbag.
Go next.
That Louis Vuitton.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Glassy. You can go for it if you want.
Yeah, I'll go. What do I do?
What do you say to this mysterious woman?
I say, you're really pretty, and I want to help you. Is there anything that you want me to do for you? Do you have a special message for me? I am listening to anything you say.
You are truly amusing. I will offer you an option, dear Janasi. I will offer you something you want or something you need.
Well, that is truly the choice, isn't it? Let's do something I want.
As you say that, a small portion of the flame in her hand separates and floats toward you. And as it does, the flame enters the center of your mind, and you gain understanding. And I will tell you what you learn.
Awesome.
Oh, is this
Because you never know what you need. It could be a bad thing. You need that bad thing to happen to you, but at least with what you want, it's always a good thing because it's something that I want. Haha. All right. Is it a secret want? Where is it? Where is it?
That's pretty smart.
I'm writing
Pretty
it to
smart.
you.
I see. We're being written to.
Yeah, you get the secrets. You get the secrets, fam. Secret tunnel.
One moment. While Dewdrop is gaining her revelation, the woman turns to the other two.
Great.
She looks at Axel and Layla. Is there anything
Reagan
you
don't
will
exist
ask
no
of
more.
me? She didn't look at you, friend. It's patience. Patience. Patience.
Like Reagan went invisible.
She didn't look at
I never dove.
Layla nudges Axel.
Ryan the kidney. You go first.
Greetings.
I offer you the same as the others. Something you want or something you need.
Let's go with something I need.
As you make your declaration, a small portion of her flame enters your mind, and you see visions of yourself standing, wielding a bow made out of divine wood, arrows penetrating any defense, even the power to slay a god. And you find your vision being pulled from this island, from the deepest parts of Arethian, until you are aboard a floating city with streets lined in precious minerals and jewels. Your focus is pulled into the throne room of a massive storm giant, a bow seated at the foot of his throne. A bow that you know to be the bow of the sacred realm. Once again, I make my offer. What would you, something you want or something you need?
So, like, can I ask which would be your option?
No.
Well, that's not fair.
Choice is at the heart of all time.
All right, something that I need.
As you say, you find your attention being pulled through the world until you are standing atop a temple in a sea of deep blue and black. You find yourself...
Question. Is the pyramid upside down?
There's no pyramid, Layla.
Dang it.
You find that you are not alone. As you look to your side, you see a man, a elf of some sort, wearing a beautiful cloak in gold and red, flame dancing on the end. And as you stare at it, you aren't sure where the knowledge comes from, but you understand that great evil had to take place to create it. A cloak made out of the feathers of a phoenix. And as you understand, you realize this cloak would give you a form of immortality, though you aren't sure how. And as you are gaining this knowledge, this understanding, you see this elvish person turn and make their way deeper into this temple.
Looking around, seeing if I can move, chasing after him. Like, what an immortal cloak! I want this thing right now.
As much as you resist, as you attempt to fight it, your focus, your attention is pulled from this vision. And I believe that leaves one Reagan, I offer you a choice. Something you'd want or something you need.
Ooh, this is tough for him. I'll take whatever you deem is appropriate.
Choice is at the heart of being mortal. It is not my place to take choice from you, nor do I take the consequences of that choice.
It's a roll of die. Honest even.
No, Ursa knows. Reagan doesn't.
Don't make me roll it. No.
Well, what I want has been causing my friends great distress lately, so I will choose what I need.
Just like the others, a flame enters your mind, and you find yourself on a battlefield. You look around and you see powerful spellcasters, each with the strength to pull the stars from the heavens above. And opposing them is a man decked out in a beautiful dark purple armor. As he looks at his soldiers, you can feel the sorrow and pain as each one realizes they will not be returning from this battle. And each one marshals their strength, and they continue to fight. You watch as they are all cut down over what seems to be hours or even days. It's hard to tell how time is passing for you. Until there is just the general. He stands, and as despite the lightning, the meteors, the flame, the water, all called to take his life, he continues fighting. And as you watch it, you gain an instinctual understanding. The armor you are looking at, the armor of the war general, would make you something more than a warrior. And as you realize this, you see the man finally collapse. A mountain of corpses surrounding him as the world is torn apart by chaotic magic. And as you see this general breathe his last, your vision is ended. It will not be easy for you to find these items, nor do you have to. Choice is at the heart of all mortal lives. But I will warn you, you've already set certain actions, certain events into play, and it will be up to you to decide how these things end. I do not envy you.
Goddess, if I may be so bold, I thank you for the gift that you've given me. I have one question. If I were
You may ask.
to write to you, would you read it?
I would be aware of what you'd say, but if it would make you happier, I would indeed read it.
Perfect. You do not have to speak to me during this letters. Knowing that you're reading my letters would be enough.
Be careful that you are not the first mortal to gain the attentions of the divine. It does not always end well.
I believe it is always worth it.
I look forward to finding out if you still think that at the end of the road.
Sorry.
Wow, wow. Sorry, that's not the sound that plays. And I look forward to having an answer for you then.
Unfortunately, the time I can stay here with you all is limited. I have given you a glimpse at what you need and what you've wanted. It is up for you to do the rest.
Thank
And
you.
as she says that, she's simply gone. There's no signs of her passage. You aren't even entirely sure if she was ever there. But the information you've gained is yours to do with as you please. But I think for now, it is time for us to take our break for the evening. So we will be back in about 15 minutes to continue our story and to see just what choices our party will make.
And as we know, choices are at the heart of the.
Hello, everyone. I have returned. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But as we return to our adventure, our party has just finished an encounter with a strange woman.
Gotta be
You
done.
all are left inside Jahada's lair with the now still massive dragon. So I ask you all, what would you like to do next?
Can we slay it?
No. Aspen will find that very offensive. But racist. But no, so Aspen, just to verify, he's going to do the one more primeval awareness to see if that sense that they have is gone now that she's gone, or if that defense was based upon something else.
As you tune yourself to the natural world around you, everything seems fine to you.
So, Aspen will look at Jorda and says, "Did you know that she was coming?"
I did not. I was aware that she wanted a message delivered. She does not usually appear on her own.
Let's see. But what is to make of the defense mechanism you have in front of your cave?
It is a show of respect.
There is nothing in any depths that is typically a threat to you at the moment.
No. There are very few things in the world that are a threat to me.
Is there anything else you wanted to do for Jordan? I forgot. I think we're just busy again. Okay. In that case, Aspen will look at the others and say, "Does anyone have any questions for Jordan before we depart?"
Would you be willing to give us any extra information on these treasures that we seek?
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh boy.
Can I help due to my draconic background? Which normally gives me advantages.
I'm gonna say I don't see how you would coordinate helping in this particular situation. It's really gonna ask the question.
22.
Okay.
It will be a difficult journey. Land of the Storm Giant is not easy to traverse. But it is your trials. For your powers, there is little that I can do to interfere at this point. not without ruining them for you.
I understand.
Where do you all intend to go first?
It would
Aspel
be
will
trying
look.
to asking us this.
Aspel will look at the others and say, "I know this may seem selfish, but based upon the revelation of my sister being in danger from an incoming horde of undead and a draconic creature that should not exist, I'm going to have to pursue that as soon as I possibly can."
I'm all for it, friend.
Thank you.
Save your sister, slay undead. Sounds fine by me.
Well, yes, that's true. Wouldn't it also be prudent maybe to strengthen our arsenal as well prior to encountering hordes of said undead? Maybe get the weapons that might be specifically tailored to kill said hordes of undead?
We have, well, for one, I'm not aware of when this actually would take place. The last thing we want to do is attempt to obtain these items, and it's already too late. The purpose is primarily to slay this individual, even though we gladly would be interested into, but it's to make sure that my sister does not go through any sort of unfortunate circumstances.
That's fair.
It sounds like you all have much to consider.
We do indeed. I wish we were more entertaining, yes, but considering the fate of life as we know it is at stake, we have a lot on our plate.
Allow
we
me
have all
to parrot the warning. Your current interactions with otherworldly beings are as reckless, to say the least. Be more careful.
on the opposite side. I know we have offered this in before we first traveled down into your cave, but it's been more than a year, and we have made much progress in ourselves in it. If you ever wish to take a visit, or even decide to reside in our home would definitely be your home, and I'm always open.
I will remember your words as you have given them. So far, your power has grown quite quickly. I too am interested in seeing how far you all continue to go.
One day I shall be your size.
I wish you the blessings of the Dragon Divine.
Guess with that, make our way back. Making our way.
All right.
We're still on the boat, are we?
You are making your way back, so if you would like to have a conversation on the way back, you may.
Sure, I'm gonna go to our chef. Like, chef, on the boat, can you make me something to eat?
What's his name? Jerome? I think that. What was his name? I think his name was Jerome. Let me look at my notes.
The chef that has gone with you on this excursion is a woman,
We got a different chef.
Yankee. Yes,
Wait,
she's a Githyanki
we have a
Yankee
different
woman.
Wow.
Yes, and she does agree to cook you food on the boat.
Awesome. So, I am kind of curious. good lady, what happened to our old chef? The one who only cooks on the boat. Do you know? Has he decided to cook off of our boat?
Roll a persuasion check.
He was. He was. Why is that a persuasion? I
This
was
is a
asking
whole side quest
Roll a
now.
persuasion check. Yeah.
whole
The whole
side, but
thing.
my question
There's a whole
is:
thing.
has he
There's a
decided to
whole-
cook off of the boat?
There's a whole
We've had the
chef's
god of
union
both
now.
chefs the whole time. This is
Are you the kind of
chef's.
All right, fine. I'll roll.
There is a whole chef's union now. There's an HR department and everything.
Dirty 20.
Alright, well, it is. Last I heard, he had come down with a case of an illness, but I don't. But I assure you, my abilities are up to standard.
Oh, it's not that. That was never the question. I was just curious. Do you also have the same rule as him? Where you only cook when you're on the ship?
Well, my contract just included general meal prep throughout, or whenever needed, within certain hours, but.
But you don't have to be on the boat, correct?
I don't believe so.
yes.
Perfect. This is the best news we've heard. Thank you. And then Dewdrop does go around and just be like, "Look, I got food, and the good news is that we can get food off of the boat."
Yes.
Wait, did the old chef change his mind finally?
No, it's a whole different chef. The old chef who was on our boat, who would only cook when on the boat and never else, is sick actually, and he's probably,
So what happens when you
bed right
just
now.
cook on the boat,
Aspen, Aspen, you have to hire this woman and double her pay.
It will be done. It would be funny if he was sick from his old food poisoning. I would not be surprised.
Chef's
But yes.
union. How many
Chef's union.
members do they have in the chef's union? Good storyteller, sir. I would like to know how
It's a
many.
whole guild. It's a massive guild.
It's a massive
Multi-nation.
guild.
Multinational guild.
It's okay. We're hiring chefs from outside the union, and we're no longer dealing with the union.
We're chef union busting. Because if this is the union where they only cook on the boat, then maybe the union is broken.
My stomach.
What's up, chef? I can fry an egg.
I have to be on a boat to do it too.
Oh, look at this egg I'm frying, not on a boat. Oh no.
Oh no.
Sorry, it's against my union contract to fry eggs off the boat.
But I will go up to the gift Yankee lady, just ask, what is your name, madam?
Oh boy, can I pronounce this name right? Fair Death. Though most people call me Fair.
Fair enough. Okay. Fair enough. Welcome to the ship, and we will double your current pay rate. We'll double it. We appreciate your gesture of providing food both on and off the ship. Thank you.
All right. Well, I appreciate the sentiment.
Love the idea that all of us have been severely traumatized by the chef who does not cook. The minute we meet someone who's like, "Yeah, sure, I'll cook off the boat," we're like, "All right, double your pay.
We'll pay, yeah.
Pay anything you need. Just cook off
It's
of
mad
the boat."
important.
Yeah, it's important. Yeah, it's important.
I know y'all are about to embark on this dangerous journey, but I mean, you can't have nothing to eat unless you're on this boat. So
Y'all about to find out.
Yeah, that's funny. All right. So we know that the vision was underground. So would it be possible to traverse to the same Underdark entrance that we had before, or would we need to go to like a different Underdark entrance?
You could definitely go back to that spot again, but you do not know, based on distance, where you're trying to go. But you can re-enter the Underdark there.
Okay.
I hear wandering the Underdark is always safe. Yeah.
Is there? I guess that's our only shot then, right? We just have to go there and just try to find this location, right?
We can find someone who has some intel on perhaps someone who's recently gone into the Underdark. Like,
Yeah.
that's a large place to just go in blind.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. Like, that's a large sector to try to cover. Like, where are you? Where are you? So yeah, I guess I would attempt to try to see if there are some people. We got tons of people all over the place. From all walks of life. Hopefully, we can find someone in our nice, massively sized settlement who may be aware of where this location is.
Your goal is to ask about a location of a city that you saw briefly in a vision.
Yes, I would draw it in a piece of paper of what we saw, and go to every single person we possibly can. Be like, hey, in this location.
You can certainly do this, of course. But might I suggest that you all look into any divination magic you may have access to?
Oh, yes.
This is very much a divination magic type of situation. Especially those of you who prepare your magic each day.
Drop. Perhaps do you have the scrying spell that could be used to locate where she is? I think scrying is a druid spell, right? I think so. Double check.
It is. A lot of
yes.
You could get it. It's a bard spell, a cleric spell, a druid spell, a warlock spell, a wizard spell.
Oh, yeah, I guess we would go to, well, no. Well, I mean, Aspen would know how many levels in bar that Layla went ahead. But, you still cover the bases. Like, Layla, would you happen to know the scrying spell by chance?
Aspen, I'll be very honest with you. If I did, would I get into half of the predicaments that I do?
Maybe just for the fun of it, it's possible.
No. I can do a minimal amount of magic.
We see you've done a little bit, so it's a good testament to what is possible.
It's because I'm amazing. She uses prestidigitation to make some sparkles appear.
I snap her fingers. Wait, is Dewdrop? Would you happen to have the scrying spell available by chance?
Let me check. I do not believe I have a scrying spell. No, I do not have it.
That's okay. We could be able to go to our magic users in our location to see if we can find someone before scrying spell.
Okay. Roll me a D100.
Okay. D100. Interesting. 77.
Let's see if there's anyone with the required spells to cast what it is that you need. You know what? I will be nice enough, and I will allow this person to be able to cast divination for you.
Yay! Thank you.
Because many of you could cast similar spells. So,
You know, my options is very limited as a sorcerer. I'm just saying that now. I don't get I don't get much choices in my spell slot. I'm not a wizard, sadly.
alright, so you all find a gnomish woman who looks to be like maybe in her 60s or 70s, who is currently helping a group of young children get the hang of the prestidigitation cantrip.
Sorry, just to clarify, are we talking about 60s and 70s and gnomish years to where they're technically like 25 and 30 in ours? Or is she like 60 and 70s, like she looks like 60, 70-year-old human years?
She looks like a 60 to 70-year-old person.
Okay, in human years, gotcha, okay.
And as she catches you all approaching, she straightens a pair of glasses she's been wearing. All right, children, I will be with you in a moment. And she doesn't so much just walk as float over to you all. Oh, there's something that I can do for you.
Yes, we are looking for someone who has the a specialty in divination. We are looking to track a particular person of ours, a portrait figure in my life, who is likely in danger. And they'll describe, of course, his sister and the scene that he saw, and ask her if she can be able to find where this may be located at, or where she may be located at.
Oh, that is a difficult situation to be in. I believe I can help you with this. Well, give me a moment. And you see she pulls what looks to be a small foggy glass sphere out of an inner pocket in her robe. And as she begins to rub a hand over the top, she starts to repeat a set of words in a gnomish. And as she finishes, you see the sphere glow a pure white color. It's difficult to see. I believe this individual is in the underground city known as Aish Forlin. And yes, I will spell it for you.
I like how you knew what question we would have next. Appreciate that.
Oh, it is a distance from here, but it may be possible to teleport somewhere closer if you have permission with the Adventurers Guild. I know they have a station in a nearby city. That is all I am able to see.
Let's see. So if we could travel to the Adventurers Guild, that would be the closest spot to be able to. It's all right. It'd be the closest spot to be able to traverse into the Underdark, right?
That's most likely. They may also have other people who are able to transport you further for a price, of course.
Thank you so much. We appreciate this, and I will, of course, give her what would be like a level spell is that, level 5. So I'll probably give her like 150 gold. I think that's how much it would cost.
There's no need for your coin. You have made a place that is safe for my family and my family's family to live, so if you must find a way to pay for my assistance, then continue to do what you are doing.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Aspen kind of looks at the others and be like, we're definitely going to need to beef up our security when we leave. In case Mr. So-and-so decides to make another visit here. We have the people's high regards at the moment, so that we don't want to have that falter in their eyes.
They may most likely return.
Well, there's only like so much the guards we have. Unless Axel has recruited more.
Yeah, we got a very promising new one. Although he's not necessarily a guard as so much as he is one of the rangers, but I'm sure he could help with the guard duty if needed.
What was his name?
I can't recall. He was a dwarf. We talked so briefly, but he was a very interesting young man.
All right.
Or maybe not a young man. It's hard to tell with dwarves. The
Okay.
beard, it always makes them look older.
Understood. Well, hopefully we can perhaps look into him maybe getting a promotion of sorts if he continues to progress under your tutelage. Maybe as a lieutenant, captain of the guard, perhaps.
Perhaps, yeah. Seem to have a very strong affinity for nature, though. But I couldn't quite peg exactly his full expertise. I'm sure he'll be handy when it comes to more than the average person.
DM question. Am I aware of a teleportation circle that the Adventurers Guild have?
Yes. As you all are members of the Adventurers Guild, you would have been given access to a copy of the rune that would take you back to the Adventurers Guild you registered in.
Well, making some further progress in my own arcane abilities, I do have the ability to take us to the Adventurers Guild. If you all wish to depart.
Oh, interesting.
As long as it's not the capital city, friend. If you recall, I'm not welcome there. Or the church will.
The Adventurers Guild is only located in the capital city, right? or that misunderstood that.
The one you registered in is in the Republic of Eshia's capital city.
Well, I think the solution to our problem is we just have to get rid of this church. Or at least get rid of the management, right?
Or if you give me a few moments, I can completely disguise Reagan as somebody else.
No
I
problem.
mean, that may be easier, but is it going to be as satisfying?
Well, considering the last time we went up against that guy and he almost killed all of us.
A while ago, but for one, I don't wish to get Reagan into any further trouble. But yes, I think maybe a disguise would work best.
A little bit, it's fine.
Just so for my personal awareness, how attached are you to this previous church, Reagan? Such as, are they friends of yours and you don't wish to do them harm, or can all hell break loose and we could bring our swords on their backs?
Yeah, like on a scale of 1 to murder everyone, what are you feeling?
Pretty much
I do not wish to do them harm. I do have friends there, but I will defend myself if necessary.
Good to know. Okay.
Yes. I like that Axel and I was on the same page. We just needed to make sure how much hands need to be delivered if we were to see them.
Note to Aspen. We'll try and nudge Reagan in the danger zone.
You need to.
Please.
Don't tell Reagan.
Ending their lives is a last resort. Please.
Understood. We
Oh
will
yeah,
do
of
that
course.
for your wish.
Awful.
All right, so as we just lean back and watch Layla do her work, as we see Reagan comes up entirely different.
Layla whips out her disguise kit from her bag of holding and is just like, I promise to not make you look too much different. We're going with just some subtle changes.
Very well.
And good DM, what do I need to make a roll to disguise?
That is a good question, because I don't think the disguise kit actually have a skill related to it. Um, so I would say you can choose which attribute you want to use, and then you just add your proficiency modifier to it.
So like what?
So you could
'Cause all it
roll
says-
intelligence plus your modifier if you like. You could do dexterity plus your modifier if you
We'll
like.
do dexterity.
The first phase when you said intelligence.
We'll do dexterity. Cause yeah, all it says is proficiency with this kit lets you add your proficiency bonus to any ability checks you make to create a visual disguise. We are totally using dexterity.
And you have to be dexterous to like make a little disguise effectively, right? So that makes sense.
Let's see here. Oh gosh, math. 22.
2 plus 2 equals 4.
Okay. I would say you were able to disguise Reagan successfully. You don't think it'll hold up to an intense scrutiny, but it should be enough to get by.
We just need enough to like make you look a little differently, so that way when we get into the city, you know, and get out to where we need to go, nobody's gonna look at you twice.
I understand. But should we take Lady Pila with us?
Not into the area we're traversing into. We're going into an area of a Draco Lich that has a connection to Vecna. So that's asking for trouble.
So is there anyone here of our comparable strength that will keep her safe here?
Hospital looks towards Axel regarding the upcoming dwarf ranger that was wrong. We have a great guards here. A wizard that can cast grind. That is a high status spell in itself. We have some relatively prominent people of the community.
I have not seen them. But I do wish to help your sister, friend. Protecting Lady Pila is one of my highest priorities.
I mean, if you wish to bring her along, I won't stop you. I was just suggesting against it since last we even brought an item to Lady Pila. He was summoned forth and attempted to capture her. So traversing into an area that belonged as his city or a city of his, you know, most likely a similar circumstance would happen again. So,
Well, I don't wish to leave her here unprotected or barely protected.
if you wish to bring her along, that's up to you.
So
I suppose I can ask what she thinks.
So it sounds like you all are considering bringing Lady Pila with you to the Republic of Eshia.
I
Well,
really
maybe
don't
not.
want to. But the whole thing is if all of us are gone, like that kind of gives Vecna carte blanche to just show up again in some way, shape, or form, and then we're not there.
Look, we just tell them don't bring anything new or weird into the city.
Mm-hmm. The only reason he appeared was because we brought a particular item, you know, due to our ignorance to her for her to investigate. If it wasn't for that item, he never would have had a chance to be able to approach her.
We just tell them do not bring any weird, unnatural, creepy-looking eyeballs into the city.
Exactly. No eyeballs, no hands.
You think Vecna can't hijack something powerful enough to take out some civilians?
You
Well,
know, we put every item in now like a quarantine.
Mhm.
Gets quarantined at the dock.
Isolated until our return. That's a new rule that we will now institute going forward.
All right. If y'all
Food
think it's
and
gonna work, then let's
necessary
do it.
items are, of course, exempt.
Of course. But anything that, especially if it looks like an eyeball, I mean, to be honest, you know, it's kind of
You know.
that was asking. We made a boo boo with that one. I will definitely take fault for that.
Well, good news is it's flung somewhere else. So, maybe he's off chasing his eyeball and is a little too distracted.
Oh, that's true. He's probably very distracted in the middle of space trying to recover his eye that got yeeted away from our location.
Yeah, it's a good thing we yeeted that eye away.
Mhm.
Wouldn't want to have that lying around.
Exactly. Oh.
It went somewhere.
Layla having no idea where she yeeted it off to. It's somewhere.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was the mom who did it. It was
Out there.
it's a good mix, sis.
It wasn't here. That's the important bit.
It wasn't here.
Mm-hmm. And besides, it was your mom who did it. She was the one who created that hole. So I mean, she would
Yo,
know.
mama.
Yeah, for all we know, Vecna's down in, the Nine Hells having a good old time, getting into a fight with Asmodeus or whoever else is down there. Vecna can just handle the Bloodborne on his own at this point. He's not up here bothering us.
He's nicely preoccupied. I agree with that statement, Layla.
Well, gonna rock me, Asmodeus.
So, sounds like you all. Sounds like you all are electing to leave the demigoddess behind while you all return to the Republic. Is that correct?
Yes.
Guarded,
Yeah.
though.
Guarded, yes.
Yeah.
Fully guarded by tons of individuals in our settlement to make sure she's nationally protected.
Look here. We just need you to watch our daughter. Keep her safe.
Keep her secret, keep her safe.
Mm-hmm.
You make the
Reagan would
appropriate
have like told her the
arrangements.
news.
Make the appropriate arrangements, and you all are able to arrange a group of people to defend Lady Pila, who has not left her quarters. Is there anything else you'd like to do before you leave?
Reagan will pray for her strength once again, of course.
You got much to give with the state that she's in.
Hey, like, you know Reagan ain't smart. He's doing what he thinks works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, based on that description, I was like, ooh, Pila's hurting right now.
Pray harder.
All right.
Yep, but nothing from my side.
All right. In that case, if Aspen is going to cast Teleportation Circle, they would need to do so now.
Yes. So you see, of course, the arcane runes start to appear from his hands. He jettisons his hands into the ground itself as you see those runes splinter forth like spider webs around around both him and the entire group as he casts a teleportation circle.
We going up
Mm-hmm.
on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday. Oh yeah. Kind of like be the higher level, so it's nice.
All right. You will need to use chalk and ink infused with precious gems, so you will lose 50 gold pieces to cast the spell.
Yes. What are the monetary ones?
But as you cast it, a portal is opened, and you all are free to return to the Republic.
Oh, homecoming. So nice. As he walks through.
All right. Is everyone going through?
Yep. Reagan walks through silently.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
You will return to the Adventuring Guild's headquarters. The room you arrive in is made out of a dark sea blue and green stone. On each side of you, you find large scolomoid-like statues of four-armed creatures, each one wielding a different weapon from swords to axes and one spear. And as you are looking around, a person comes to greet you. This is a tiefling woman with white skin and dark horns that curls to the back of her head. And as she looks at you all, she raises an eyebrow. I had not been told to expect adventurers today, especially not ones that have not been by to see us in quite some time.
It's a pleasure to see you too. It has been a while.
Is there something that you all need from us?
Yes. We are hoping to get a teleportation to a location close to the underground city of Ashbalin.
Oh. You are asking for something quite difficult. Come, I will speak with the headmaster to see if something like that can be provided.
Thank you.
And you all are led out of the room, and you see now, unlike the back room that you were led to when you took your adventuring guild exam oh so long ago, you
You
are
were level
coming
4 at that time. Holy crap, that was
So
a
much has
while
changed.
ago. We got the glow up. We got the glow up.
Now you all are being led down a set of stairs, and as you head down and through a looks to be a beaded curtain, you are greeted by a number of adventurers, many of which wearing ornate gold and red armors, ornate and jagged-looking weapons, and you see people from all races, including a few undead. And you all are led to a seating area. You may wait here while I let the guildmaster. If there's anything you need, you may peruse any of the services available for your guild membership rating. I will return.
Thank you. I will take some coffee for my friends here.
Of course. And you do see that there is a person who's been going around with a tray in one hand, handing out various things from foods to various waters and other liquids. You even see some of them are being handed various potions. But it doesn't take long for someone to come to you all, and if it is coffee that you all want, it is available.
He knows that I think half of the group are coffee drinkers, and I think the other half are tea drinkers, right? I think. But yeah, he would bring that over.
Do some of you want tea? Is that what you are asking for?
Regular drink was handed to him.
Okay. If any of you have any points of exhaustion, they would be cleared as you are given this coffee and or tea, if that is your preference. But you all are
That's
left.
fancy.
You all are left to your own devices for the moment.
Been so long since we traversed here. He progressed quite a bit since we first started in this location.
Things were simpler then.
They really were.
Would you like to go back to them?
You were just hoping to get gold. Oh, go back to it? Yes and no. There's a blissfulness in ignorance. But at the same time, I don't feel like there's much could be done if you were in the place. If we were not here to help with people. The place would be in a lot worse state than where we are now. So I guess things worked out in the way it needed to. But I do kind of miss how we were just wanting to achieve silver eventually. Well, no, I think we were silver. Wait, no, were we copper or we were silver? I can't remember. I think we were silver trying to reach gold. gold
I
status.
think.
Yes, you all were silver.
Yeah, we were silver. Just waiting to reach gold status in this location. One time.
As you all are reminiscing on the period of time that was not that long ago, actually, it looked like a year, maybe two. The
That's a lot of year.
That's a lot of year.
the alabaster-skinned woman, Savari, returns, and behind her is a sea blue-skinned man, wearing his leather armor and wielding a trident in one hand. And Almost looks at you all. Oh, I had not expected to see the five of you, and you have grown by quite a lot. I am told you all want access to an ancient city. Do you mind
Yes.
telling me why?
Well, some sort of prophecy about the end of the world. Nothing major.
Doing our adventurers guild duties along the way. But yes, the city at Ashbalin is a city that seems to belong to an ancient being who's known as Vecna. We have a vision in place that he's currently having the city overrun with a league of undead creatures.
A name has quite a lot of power. It is not something to be used uncaringly. As for your request, it is a difficult region of the world to enter, but not impossible. I do believe there are some spellcasters currently here with the capabilities to take you there. I must warn you, it is a very dangerous place to be.
We appreciate that. But we've made quite a bit of progress along the way.
I mean, isn't danger kind of what we do?
That's true.
Officially, your guild rank would be too low for access to a place like this. But I believe I do not have much of a choice. It will take some time for me to arrange the necessary requirements, but I will arrange them.
Thank you. By happenstance, with this chance is complete, I'm assuming a promotion is ordered for us to rise in the ranks.
Roll a persuasion check.
Would Layla like to give me some advantage due to her charismatic charm?
Yes.
That's wow. That's
She's like, a promotion? Yes. Possibly golden loot? Yeah.
Well, looks up from the magazine, not having been paying attention. Okay.
Okay.
Dewdrop is thinking about checking out her old home, so has also not been paying attention. Like, we're back in the city. I want to check my old place.
Oh yeah, the one that no one had access to into. That's true. Okay. So do I get advantage with by chance?
Makes absolutely no sense, but sure, go for it.
Yay!
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Thank you for that advantage. Because that first roll was a 3. Oh, much better. 13. 22.
I recommend that you and your friends focus on returning. Proving that you are capable, we can discuss other benefits later. It will take me an hour or so to finish my arrangements.
So what's the expected price that we would need to put forth for this? We know that this will not come cheap.
The price has already been arranged.
By whom?
I am afraid I am unable to share that information.
So we don't have to pay for anything. We can keep our money. Great.
Thank you. Aspen kind of looks at Layla, Reagan, Dewdrop, and Axel. It's like, so do we have like an unknown benefactor that seems to be helping us? With deep pockets?
Would one say it's a nameless benefactor?
God damn it.
It's
You're
possible.
fired.
I know. I'm definitely not looking at gift horse in the mouth. I'm just very curious that we have some people wishing to aid us in this endeavor. This is nice. Just wish I knew who they were.
Would you look at a gift horse? Would you look at it in the back?
I guess. Why? I don't understand. We don't have this idiom in Draconic. Why is this even common? I don't understand this.
I mean, you're the one that said it. I didn't say it.
I don't know.
Would you look at it?
I guess in the front, I would assume. I don't understand this idiom. I just heard it.
The horse's mouth is in front.
Yes, it
So
has
you
to be
would
in the
look
mouth.
at it in front, in the mouth.
Can Reagan make
mouth.
some form of insider history check to see if he can narrow down potential benefactors who have arranged this?
Oh, I thought you meant the gift horse.
You can make a.
Up in Aspen. We're discussing. Go ahead. Sorry.
You can make a history roll if you'd like to see if you can figure it out.
All right. See what happens. $16. That's not bad for him.
You don't know anyone that knew you'd be coming here for this outside of the woman who told you in the first place, so you weren't sure.
Oh.
Voices.
We don't even know her name. We just know she's a goddess. At least we know laws.
I mean,
For a reason.
sometimes you want to go where nobody knows your name.
That's true. That's true.
Alright, so you all have an hour to do with as you please. Is there anything you all would like to do before you
Dewdrop.
teleport away?
Before that, Dewdrop will look at Aspen. Though I think I understand why they call it, you would look at a gift horse in the mouth. Because the way you would check a horse for their health is in their mouth. But
know
if it
it's
is a
stuck on this
gift,
horse thing,
you don't
aren't you?
want to look at the horse in the mouth because it's a gift. So if you're gonna criticize something, do it in secret, not in person. And you don't want to hey, this is a gift for you, and you're like, well, how healthy is this gift? And you do that by looking in the mouth. Just that's how we do it in Minnesota. Maybe it is a Minnesotan thing that passes on to this world.
I appreciate that correlation. We don't have a translation like that in Draconic because we don't use horses in the dragon.
Exactly. It's like if dragons rode other dragons and you tell their health by looking at their teeth, you would say don't look at a gift dragon in the mouth.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know that dragons don't ride other dragons. I'm not really a big expert on dragon mating rituals, so I mean, it could be. Who knows?
Reagan's looking for some spare adventuring gear, like rope, things like that.
Careful,
should take the-
dragons on suicide watch.
Sure.
We should have taken those. We definitely should get some dungeon diving gear.
You are able to restock on the basic adventuring gear of your choice. Everything from wood to torches to I would say just about anything you would want.
Am I needed?
We're all long rested, right? We're all like
Mm.
long rested and fully
Yeah.
whatever. Cool.
Now, well, mostly I had to cast the teleportation circle, so I'm down a 5th level spell. But yeah, outside of that, I should be good. Technically, I can use some sorcery points to get that back up. But yeah,
Not the meta magic.
the meta magic.
But okay, that's it from Reagan.
All right. It sounds like you all have made up your mind. So I think that is where we will wrap up our adventure for the evening.
Yeah.
Once again, another week comes by, another game is completed. Allow me to say thank you for my players, and thank you to those of you who are still watching with us. It's been a rocky road tonight with all the technical issues. Feel free to join us again next week as we continue this story to see just how things go for them, to see if they've made any important mistakes so far. But that isn't important right now. What is important is that these wonderful people tell you where you can find them on the interwebs. And we will start with Earthringer.
What diddly do, everybody? 'Tis I, Earthringer. Y'all can find me on the YouTubes and occasionally on the Twitches, and you can find me back here on ReeRoles next week, unless Ree kicks me out. But that's pretty much all I'm up to right now, until further notice. Next caller.
Alright, up next, Sir Monolith.
You can find me at Sir Monolith on most of the socials. Not super active at the moment though, so mostly you can just find me showing up in Ree's channel periodically to cause trouble.
Alright, next up, Small Shadow Snake.
Hi, Mari. You can find me mostly here. I do have the Twitters at Small Shadow Snack, and then over on Blue Sky at Aurelia Crane. I am just not active over there. But yeah, that's me.
Alright, next up, Classical Glyza.
My name is Glyza. I go by they, he, she, yes, in that order. You can find me everywhere by looking for @ClassicalGlyza. If you have found an @ClassicalGlyza anywhere, hey, guess what? You found me. I am the guide for the longest running Monster Care Squad actual play. That's every Thursdays. But other than that, you can find me pretty much on a lot of different Twitch channels. Just check out Twitter for any announcements and all of that. That's it for me.
Alright, last but certainly not least, Kira.
Hi, I'm Kira858. As always, it's been an absolute blast in terms of where you could be able to find me at. You can find us on our YouTube channel at the Cookout TTRPGs, where we have a wide variety of TTRPG goodness. We're actually going to have a new series being uploaded on there in the near future that will be completed shortly. What that series is about, you just have to stay tuned to find out on our YouTube, or of course you can be able to follow me on Blue Sky at the Kira858. Outside of that, we of course have to also set up our first comic book company under Snowstorm Comics. We were at San Diego Comic-Con, attending my first ever panel, which was an absolute blast. I met Colin Kaepernick out of the blue, which was wild. But also, if you're heading to New York Comic-Con, I will be there at my own booth, which would be absolutely fantastic. So if you're going to New York Comic-Con, make sure to stop by and tell me all about the bodegas that you travel to. And that's me.
All right. One final announcement. If you're looking for something else to watch this upcoming week, then might I recommend you go over to the Mixed Labor Studios channel, because they're doing Changeling the Dreaming on Wednesday, and they keep doing a lot of crazy shit over there. Then on Friday, the season finale of Kansas City, Your Domain Divided, is happening, where you get to see me play Giovanni. And
have you lost more humanity?
Monster. No.
Have you lost more humanity?
We have killed a lot more people, though.
Hey, you're still at Humanity 7? How? How did that happen? Oh, anyway.
But yeah, so there's many things to watch. Those are wonderful people over there. So go ahead and give them a follow if you can. But with that said, it is time for us to depart from you.
Oh.
Thank you, and have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.